Hey everybody, Slimebeast here again. I'm not going to give you a big intro and waste a lot of time. This is my response video to the leaked audio from Vincent, Vena, Cava, and MrCreepypasta's failed podcast. I should have said this in the beginning. I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. This is not private audio from a call. This is audio recorded for a podcast that was then sent to other people for editing and different things like that. This is not a private two-person affair. So, again, I should have said that before. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable by thinking they're listening to a private call that was somehow recorded. This is basically like if you listen to any podcast on YouTube, this is the bits that were edited out. So, yeah. Anyway, mild background on this. I write creepypastas. Some of them were read by Mr. Creepypasta on his channel some years ago. I asked him not to make money on my stories because he was putting advertisements on them, different things like that. I asked him, not to make money on them. He said that he wouldn't be able to do that, but he could either pay me or take them down. I said, all right, well, if you want to pay me, that's fine, but, I would prefer they just were free. Then he did a bunch of quibbling about that and eventually refused, to do payment or anything like that. To which I said, all right, well then, back to the original thing. Can you just, not make money on them or take them down? So he took them down. Vincent, Vena, Cava. That was my, by the way, that's my total interaction with Mr. Creepypasta. That's the only interaction I've had with him, is that point. Vincent, Vena, Cava, I found out that he was trademarking the word creepypasta. Didn't know who he was, looked into it, made a video about it. And, of course, he never, spoke to me about it. He never responded to anything. I tried contacting him about the trademark before I put the video up, and he wouldn't respond, so I, whatever. Yeah, so I have never spoken to him. Now, I have, however, heard from multiple people who have come forward and talked to me that Mr. Creepypasta and Vincent, Vena, Cava often lie about what the situation is, and they lie about what happened, and they lie, basically to everybody about what went down. And that's not surprising to me. But in this recording we have something kind of special, and what I'll be doing is going through and debunking and answering a lot of the claims in this video. What we have here is Vincent, Vena, Cava and Mr. Creepypasta lying to each other. Let that one sink in, because both of them are, saying some dishonest shit here, and they're saying it to each other. Mr. Creepypasta is lying to Vincent, Vena, Cava, and Vincent, Vena, Cava is lying to Mr. Creepypasta. That adds a whole new level of strangeness to this whole thing. So yeah, I don't want to go too far into this intro, as I said, so I'm just going to start answering stuff from this recording.
I can edit anything out, though, so we can talk about racist stuff if you want to.
The funny thing is that we start out with Mr. Creepypasta saying he can edit anything out, when in fact he's outsourcing his editing to someone else. I know this is a petty point, but I just wanted to say the entire thing starts off with a lie.
It'll be fine.
Okay, and I can go out about neutering Slimebeast channel.
Yeah? What?
You can already hear the delight in both of their voices. Yeah, you got one of your enemies. You smashed one of those people trying to tell the public what you're doing.
I just feel so good that his stupid channel got neutered.
It got taken down? It did.
It got flagged. He's done. He says he's done with it. He said he's starting a new channel.
What he's referring to is the Too Spooky YouTube channel, which I said I might have to move to because I had been false flagged on the Slimebeast channel. TooSpooky.com was already a thing. TooSpooky.com was a planned community site, and there was even plans to have content for the Too Spooky YouTube channel. So this was already underway and in progress when all of this stuff with Vincent, Vena, Cava happened. But yeah, when you flag somebody's channel falsely, and you get it so that they can't upload videos more than 15 minutes and they can't live stream from that channel, yeah, the videos longer than 15 minutes and the live streams are going to have to go on a different channel.
No, you effectively ended his audience.
If you can understand Mr. Creepypasta through the mouthful of salty oatmeal, yeah, he basically says, so you've ended his audience. You know, that just goes to show what the goal is. The goal is not to protect anything. The goal is not to, do anything other than removing an audience. Making it so that somebody can't reach an audience and can't get word out about things. It's so obvious from the get-go that the concern is nothing more than deplatforming someone.
My attorney has already flagged his new channel. He says that that's against the rules. It's skirting around the rules. You can't do that.
Oh yeah, you can't make a new channel for the same content on YouTube.
Because you've been flagged on a previous channel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't do that, right?
No, you can't.
As you may know, if you've ever been to the Too Spooky YouTube channel, there is nothing on it about Vincent Vena Cava, MrCreepypasta, the trademark, anything like that. It's a bunch of random bullshit that's just up there for fun. Here's one recutting Jeff the Killer as Michael Jackson. I mean, it's absolutely nothing to do with anything they're talking about. And yet Vincent Vena Cava is bragging about flagging this channel as well for no reason. So we have another admission of false flagging. Because as I said, nothing has ever been here that is related to those people. And yeah, it's just all he's talking about is having his lawyer probably, who knows, maybe he did it himself, maybe he had his lawyer do it, who knows. All he's talking about is going through and false flagging everything he can under my name, even if it's completely unrelated to anything about him or any of his problems. So, yeah, what a gent.
Okay, well good. Let's shut that down. That's what I said. Let's fucking shut that one down.
Yeah, let's shut down this completely unrelated secondary channel because it's owned by the same guy that you don't like.
He's flagged 3 more of his videos.
Oh my god.
and he's flagged the whole channel, and he sent...
Yeah, dude, just keep piling on those admissions of false flagging. He flagged 3 more of his videos, and he flagged his whole channel, and he flagged his alternate channel that has nothing about him on it. He flagged everything. I mean, how dumb do you have to be to rapid-fire admit to so much false flagging, which is, by the way, against the law, but I'm not going to prosecute him, so what the hell? Who admits to that much crime and then sends the file off to third parties, with just all this admission of guilt? It's so dumb. You are so dumb.
You are really dumb.
And he sent, screenshots from Slime Beast on Twitter saying that he's starting a new channel to work around the rules and stuff of YouTube. So hopefully it's just a matter of time before that channel gets taken down.
Well, let's just go to Twitter. We're going to search from Slime Beast. And the term is going to be Too Spooky. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, surprise! Yet another lie. At absolutely no point did I say I was going to use any other channel to try to get around any kind of restrictions on what I could post. I wasn't going to use Too Spooky's YouTube channel to post about Vincent Vena Cava and get around the block or anything like that. I didn't make any quote-unquote drama videos on the Too Spooky channel at all, as I've previously shown.
The Too Spooky channel.
Yeah, I actually just looked out. I was just being nosy. Went onto his Twitter earlier today. Saw that he opened up Too Spooky. And he said, of course the other Too Spooky was taken. I'm like, wait, what?
He said, of course, the other Too Spooky is taken, and I was like... I mean, I'm not sure what the point is supposed to be there. Yeah, I said on Twitter, of course, Too Spooky was taken, so it's going to be youtube.com/toospooky.com because that was the domain name. I don't know. I don't really get what the point is here. I just thought it was interesting overall that Mr. Creepypasta is like, yeah, I was nosy, so I went over to his Twitter to see what he was saying. I mean, it's just interesting that somebody will block you and then creep around in your Twitter messages like, what can I find about him today?
Yeah. Well, he's had that one already flagged by my lawyer, so here's hoping.
Oh, man.
I know it's kind of getting a bit repetitive at this point, but I just wanted to leave in all the times Vincent Vena Cava talks about false flagging unrelated videos and unrelated channels just because he's mad at the person who owns them.
It's one of those things, he just fucks with the wrong people.
You fucked with the wrong people, kid. We's is creepypasta narrators, and if there's one thing we don't tolerate, it's other people coming in and messing around in our business. You're gonna wake up tomorrow morning with half a pound of spaghetti in your bed.
I mean, it's bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
You know? He pissed me off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the justification for committing fraud and filing false flags on YouTube content. Baby Vinny got a little pissy.
Not just that, but he continued to piss you off. Like
He wouldn't stop.
He got the warning of, don't do that, stop right now, and he continued to want to poke the bear.
As you may recall, Vincent Vena Cava did not answer anything I tried to send him and never spoke to me at all. In fact, the first I heard from him was when he flagged the videos. So this idea that I was warned to stop what I'm doing never actually happened.
That's
I
what
don't know
happens.
why he kept coming at me.
Furthermore, when Vincent Vena Cava says that I wouldn't stop coming at him, what he means is I made a video about the trademark, and then a video about him filing false flags, and so on. So I guess his idea of me coming at him is him coming at me.
And what he needs to understand is I will fucking sue him. Like, I will do it. I don't want to. Litigation is not fun for anybody, but I will do it if I have to.
Not only would litigation be not fun, you also wouldn't win because you have zero fucking case. I have a better case against you for filing illegal false flags on my content as well as defaming me like you're doing right now in this goddamn recording.
If he starts damaging our podcast or our comic book or something, you know.
You mean if your own behavior starts damaging your podcast, your comic book, and so on, but please continue.
Well, if we're getting negative reviews on the podcast saying, hey, this idiot fucking trademarked creepypasta, I mean, that's intent to do harm to my business, you know?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Any negative comments about MrCreepypasta, Vincent Vena Cava, or anything they do are attempts at sabotaging their business. If you don't like his videos, if you don't like his content, if you don't like something he does, if you don't like one of Vincent's stories, if you say that you don't like something they did, you are trying to damage their property. Just to clarify, that means that nobody can say anything negative about them at any point.
Just 1 second.
I am more than happy to fuck this guy over as much as I can and shut this guy down.
In all honesty, it must be pure torture to see yourself as such a powerful figure and end up being so weak that you can't stop somebody from talking about what you don't want them to talk about. I mean, let's take a moment of silence here and just remember Vincent Vena Cava's ego.
I'm actually feeling pretty good for the first time in a while after hearing about that. Hearing that he was neutered.
Yeah.
Oh, now I just feel bad. I'm starting to feel bad about this because it's clear that Vincent Vena Cava's self-worth is tied up in this overblown, blowhard ego surrounding meager talent, in my personal opinion. I'm starting to feel bad for Vincent Vena Cava. I don't know about you guys. You guys probably are like screaming at your monitors and raging out or something for all I know. I don't know. Maybe you don't care. But me, personally, I get to this point with a lot of people I address. I get to a point where I come back around and I just feel sorry for them.
Anyways, there's this trainer, this boxing trainer there. Just don't do like, I know you wouldn't do this, but don't do like an impression of, Mickey from like the Rocky movies, or else it's just going to sound really corny.
The elderly man's cracked lips bowed into an anxious frown. They flapped like two burnt pieces of bacon as he spoke. He caught you pretty good there, champ, but I don't need to tell you that. Richie's voice garbled like a cement mixer.
Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac's 17. I was gonna say, like, Slimebeast is an old dude.
Slimebeast is literally a 40-year-old man. Slimebeast is literally 40 years old. I mean, he's like a 40-year-old man.
Slimebeast is a grown man with the brain of a angsty 13-year-old.
Slimebeast is a man with the angsty brain of a 13-year-old who sits in a Skype chat with his buddy and shit talks people that he doesn't like a fucking mean girl at a high school. Oh wait, no! I've got that a bit backwards. By the way, who looks at somebody researching a trademark and says, "Boy, isn't that just like a 13-year-old?"
I am so glad I neutered that fucking asshole.
I don't want to be an armchair psychiatrist here, but it seems an awful lot like you're obsessed with testicles and assholes.
I'm gonna take credit for it, too. I'm gonna brag about it every time I can.
And for anyone wondering, no, he never bragged about it, and in fact he made a video trying to explain the whole situation in which he tried to play down everything that happened. It seems as if Vincent had a change of heart and decided it probably wasn't a good idea to go around publicly saying that he was having a channel false flagged because he didn't like what the person was saying about him.
And if he comes back around, I'm gonna sue his ass. I'm gonna laugh at him.
Yeah, that never happened.
I hope they take him off YouTube. I really do. I hope the attorney takes him off YouTube.
I hope Miss Pistlewick expels you from nursery school. Nobody touches my kickball and gets away with it. You could tell this one is mine because I wrote VVC on it in permanent marker.
I hope so. I mean, the one thing about, like, whenever it comes down to any of these challenges that happen with YouTube channels and stuff, is that there is never really an attorney involved.
Oh my god, don't tell me that MrCreepypasta is going to say there needs to be more lawyers and litigation on YouTube. Don't tell me that he's actually going to say that there needs to be more legal interference in the YouTube flagging system. Don't fucking tell me he's gonna say.
Every time it goes through the YouTube system, nobody really knows what they need to say or what they need to do.
Oh my fucking god, he wants lawyers involved in the YouTube flagging process. Can you hear the facepalm in my voice right now?
So it's
Yeah,
usually just a thing about...
and the person that's looking at these flaggings, you know, is like probably just Joe Blow. And when an attorney's talking to you in like attorney speak and roundabout phrases and stuff, he could probably convince you pretty easily. You know, I'm sure an attorney could convince me.
Oh my fucking god. Vincent Vena Cava actually talking about using lawyers to confuse YouTube employees and make them side the way you want them to. This is some nefarious shit. Make no mistake, what Vincent Vena Cava is talking about is filing a flag against somebody that YouTube probably won't uphold, but then using a lawyer to obfuscate the situation and confuse the YouTube employee so that they just, by default, side with the lawyer. Wow. I can't believe that we have recorded admission of misusing YouTube's tools and then lying to get YouTube to side with you because they don't know any better. Why, I don't think anything can top that. Oh wait, here's MrCreepypasta talking about committing fraud.
I don't know, that's majority of the time whenever I have, the way I'm able to get by a lot of my content ID matches, because the content ID match straight up just says, this electronically matched to this. And then it has to go through a person if I challenge it, and I just can put down a whole bunch of licensing numbers and everything, and majority of the time it gets released, because nobody knows what they're looking at. They just says, I have licensing number, blah, 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 blah. They're like, oh, it's licensed. So they'll release it.
Making up license numbers, making up, giving fake, fraudulent licensing numbers for content you don't own. I mean, what? Do you just sit there and type random letters and numbers out on your keyboard and send that to them? I can't believe this. Yes. Hello, YouTube. MrCreepypasta here. I assure you that I have every legal right to use this content. The license number is OMGWTFBBQ 69800858675309. That's gotta be illegal. That's illegal, right? That's illegal. Like, am I correct? Or am I incorrect? That's a crime. That's illegal. I mean, so is filing false flags and committing perjury, saying, I attest under oath that this blah, 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 blah. But giving fake license numbers to a corporation to quote-unquote prove that you've licensed content that you haven't, it's literally a crime.
So there's this whole thing going on, the Make YouTube Great Again thing.
Yeah, I saw that on Slimebeast's channel every time with his little pissant followers hashtagging that.
Hey guys, they're talking about you!
No, the deal about that right now, and I mean, I could see why Slimebeast is trying to use that against you, because literally, it is about the fact that the system is broken. But the system isn't always broken against the content creator as well. It's actually somewhat broken against anybody who wants to create the flag.
Oh boy. Yeah, YouTube's flagging system is really biased against the people making the false flags. Okay, Mr. Creepypasta. Tell me more. Tell me more about how YouTube is so biased and unfair in the creator's favor as opposed to the people flagging the content. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's so fair. It's so fair for the creators that you yourself make up fake fucking license numbers because you get hit with so many flags.
In your particular case, that's privacy violation. I can see his name and address. It's verified.
It's very easy to see.
Right.
Hey guys, let's look up some trademarks. Who owns Coca-Cola? Let's find out. Coca-Cola. Oh, beverages for life. Oh my god, look at all this information. Oh my god, it's all the information on the fucking trademark. Let's go back. Let's go back and look up some more. Who owns fucking Pepsi? Let's look at the first listing for Pepsi. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's owned by this person at this address. Holy shit, this is doxing to the extreme. Let's look up Firestone. Firestone is owned by this person. Holy shit, look at all this doxing going on. Oh wait, it's almost as if looking up trademark registrations is not a violation of privacy. It's almost as if this is public record and nobody was actually trying to go after you, but rather someone was trying to look up who registered Creepypasta. By the way, it's now this fucking costume company. Oh my god, here's the address of the costume company. Holy shit!
Yeah, well, I mean, YouTube agreed with me with the flagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, because YouTube is a bastion of good decisions. It's totally not some Joe Schmo dude who just was like clicking whatever looked shiny on the screen.
Because you
So-
did everything completely, you did
They
everything
said,
right.
yeah, you can't put names and addresses on YouTube channels. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I like how this dumbass thinks that if you're showing information on a trademark or a copyright registration or anything like that, that just by default, you need to block out all the information on the form. If somebody patented the next big cure-all drug or whatever, do you really think that YouTube would censor all the videos talking about the registration and showing the file and how to look it up? I mean, it's silly. It's very silly, and it shows either a very small view of the world and a very detached view of reality, or, more likely, a purposeful decision to just pretend that that's how the world works. To just pretend that nobody can ever show your trademark registration to anyone else. Because make no mistake, if I had just emailed this trademark registration to a bunch of people, it would be the same fucking thing. So obviously, showing anybody Vincent Vena Cava's trademark registration at any point through any means, that's doxing. You're not allowed to tell anybody that he tried to trademark a word for his own personal selfish use.
So, I mean, my lawyer is still flagging his shit too. You know, like take his other videos down. You know?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, yet another in an endless line of admissions that he's having unrelated content false flagged in an attempt to get revenge.
Because, I mean, at that point, like, you can also make the case for harassment, because he has so much kind of just in your name, and one of them has been taken down.
Yeah, right, MCP. People talking about you, why, that's harassment. Anybody saying that they don't like what you're doing and they disagree with you, that's just wrong. That needs to be stopped right away. Not talking to you, not contacting you, not doing anything related to you, but merely talking about you, that's harassment.
Harassment is threats of violence, but it's also the day-to-day grind of you're a liar, you suck, you know, making all of these hate videos to attack us on a regular basis.
So much.
What are we talking about here? Like 4 videos? A video, let me go just on memory here. A video about the trademark. A video about you flagging the trademark. A video answering your bullshit excuses about why you made the trademark. A video about maybe a second video about you making the trademark. 4 videos, maybe I'm missing 1 or 2. But yeah, that sure is a lot. That's a lot. That's almost a whole hand of counting.
Yeah, I think my lawyer's probably gonna send him like a letter and everything. Just, this guy is a maniac right now.
Welcome to the top 10 scariest people on the internet. Coming in at number 10, a guy who researches trademarks and then tells people about it. This maniac actually makes videos about trademark registrations. By the way, he did actually have his lawyer send me a letter to cease and desist, which I read in a video and laughed at. Maybe I'll link it in the description below so you can have a good chuckle at it too.
It looks like he's backed off.
The funny thing here is that I simply said what I wanted to say about the trademark, and then I made a video about you flagging the trademark. So, you know, he says here, it looks like he's backed off. I mean, I had nothing else to say. I made the videos I wanted to make about what you were doing, and I posted them. You know, if I don't stop coming at you and I keep coming at you, then what is this later statement that I've backed off? You know, pick one of those. You can only pick one of those 2 things.
It looks like the strike against his channel was enough to like sort of
Deter him from wanting to do more.
Yeah, you know, like, listen, man, you know, and this is what I said. This is what I would have said to him. Like, do you really want to make this your hill to die on?
We have a couple of interesting points here. First is, yeah, it's what you would have said to me if you ever had the balls to talk to me. The reason people like Vincent Vena Cava and MrCreepypasta don't respond to people like me is because I see through their bullshit. The minute they said something untrue, I would reply, correcting them, so they can't speak to someone like me. They can only speak to sycophants in their little cliques. They can only speak and whisper in hushed tones behind the scenes, spreading lies and defamation and slander and shit, because those are the people who won't contest them about it. Those are the people who will believe them. You know, this is why he can't say to me any of the stuff that he's talking about right now. Another interesting thing is that once again, as if you needed evidence, he once again says that the flag was enough to make me stop doing more, which is like, Are you flagging because of privacy concerns, or are you flagging to stop me from making further videos talking about what you're doing? Again, two different things, and you can only pick one.
You know,
Yeah.
is this worth it to you? Because you're attacking me and my livelihood.
Yeah, because telling people that you are trying to trademark a word everyone owns and everyone uses is somehow attacking your livelihood. Just giving information about what you, Vincent Vena Cava, are actively doing publicly in public records of registration, that's attacking your livelihood somehow. I guess you feel like if anybody points a finger to you and what you're doing, it'll harm your reputation. That seems more like a problem with you yourself than with me, because if shining a spotlight on you hurts your reputation, it means that you don't like what people are going to see.
So if you want me to make it, you know, it's my hill to die on. I'll do what I can to protect myself, protect my privacy, protect my rights, and protect my comic book that I've been working on and investing money in, and my book series that I've put time and effort into.
Telling people that you're trying to trademark a word doesn't affect any of that, you dullard.
Protect my friends and my partners who have worked on this, you know?
Yeah.
Telling people that you're trying to trademark a word doesn't affect your friends or partners, you dullard.
Hey, what are you gonna lose? if you know, what are you gonna lose by just backing off? Nothing.
What are you gonna lose by playing ball and doing what I want? What's in it for you to go against me? Why don't you just play nice and do what I say? You can only benefit from following my orders. What do you have to lose from just doing what I want? Come on. What do you have to lose by doing what I say? I have a question, Vincent Vena Cava. What did you have to lose by just letting somebody tell people that you trademarked Creepypasta? What did you have to lose? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. You like to play the victim and say, you know, my business was under attack, my livelihood, my friends, my family, my dog. Everything was under attack by telling people that I wanted to trademark Creepypasta. None of that shit's true. You had nothing to lose by just being a normal human being and not lashing out at somebody because they dared to do something that you didn't like. They dared to question the almighty Vincent Vena Cava, god of mediocre stories that read like bad noir crime novels.
I'll take your stupid channel if I have to. Take it down.
I'll tell you where you can take my channel.
And so now he's crying about it. This stupid channel got...
Yeah, now Slimebeast is crying in a Skype call with his friend. Oh wait, yeah, again, sorry, I have that backwards once more.
Yeah, like, the thing about it is, like, he wants to be a little bitch about this, like...
You know, I wouldn't normally care about somebody calling me a quote-unquote little bitch, but in this case, I have to take exception because it's this guy saying it.
I'm starting a second brand.
Yeah?
Wait a minute. Vincent Vena Cava is starting a second brand? But I thought he didn't care about branding.
And he felt that it created a conflict and confusion within the branding.
And I'm going to push it pretty hard. Come, like, later this year. And, I'm going to be branding it, like, with my YouTube channel and all that.
Branding.
Because
Big bad Mr. Creepypasta and his Creepypasta Illuminati.
Sensitive little Mr. Creepypasta and his Creepypasta circle jerk.
No, because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, there was at one point when Chris brought that up where I really wanted to register my audio for Slimebeast stories.
Alright, here's a really juicy part of this whole thing. Right now, Mr. Creepypasta is talking about registering the audio for his readings of my stories so that I would get a content ID flag if I tried to upload the readings of my stories. In other words, he's going to register his audio reading my stories, and if I try to upload his audio on a video, then I'm going to get content ID flagged. The only problem with this is he was the one who wanted me to upload the videos to my fucking channel. He was the one who wanted that. I'm putting on screen right now a goddamn screenshot from Mr. Creepypasta himself sending me the audio from his videos so that I could upload them. He wanted this done. And now he's talking about filing a content ID strike against me uploading what he wanted me to upload. Do you get that? Can you get your head around that twisted bullshit pissant logic? Telling me to upload the audio of his videos so that people could still have them in an ad-free format. And then being such a bitch that he even considers, using Content ID to strike my videos of his audio so that I get flagged and taken down. There's not enough cursing in the English language for what I would say to this guy's dumb fucking face. I mean, for anybody who's not aware, a Content ID strike is a copyright strike. We're talking about a false DMCA, a false copyright strike. By setting up his own trap of telling me to upload the videos, and then striking the videos that he told me to upload.
That's funny.
I really wanted to register the audio for the Abandoned by Disney and Room Zero videos.
Right.
Because I know that Slimebeast will upload them to his own channel.
Yeah, you do know that because you asked me to do it.
Yeah, he's such a scumbag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real scumbag move for me to go through an entire argument with Mr. Creepypasta in which he denies that I own my own work and says that everything posted on the internet is free. Real scumbag move for me to go through all that with him and then agree to upload his videos somewhere ad-free so that people could still watch them. What a scumbag! What a scumbag to work with Mr. Creepypasta after he's been nothing but a dick. By the way, I would be a scumbag for uploading Mr. Creepypasta's videos to my channel after he's reading stories I wrote. Wouldn't that make Mr. Creepypasta a scumbag for reading my fucking stories and posting them on YouTube? I mean, apparently, you're a scumbag if you take Mr. Creepypasta's videos. But Mr. Creepypasta taking other people's work, that's just fine. That's fine. Because with people like Mr. Creepypasta and all these other fucking idiots, they believe that everything on the internet is free except for what they make. Because you're not allowed to take Mr. Creepypasta's videos and profit from them. No. But Mr. Creepypasta is free to take anything he wants from the internet and profit from it, right?
Like, why don't you just fucking record it yourself, you dick?
Why doesn't he just write stories himself, the dick?
He doesn't, because like those were literally like some of my most popular videos because they got taken down.
Alright, listen, fucknob. How do you know they're your most popular videos because they got taken down? After they're taken down, there are no more analytics to show you whether the video is more or less popular. Because the video is down! There's no traffic on it. There are no analytics to tell you how popular the fucking video is. This is just a nonsense statement. Again, MCP and VVC, and a lot of the people they hang out with, will just say whatever they feel like. It doesn't matter how obviously untrue it is. As long as it sounds good in their head, they'll just say that shit. The videos that were taken down are my most popular videos. By what metrics?
Jesus Christ. This guy's such a piece of shit. I would love to catch him in real life, man.
Well, Vincent, Vena, Cava, I didn't think you had it in you. You want to fight me, huh?
Oh, I mean, why don't you drop by?
you know my address, so it should be simple. I mean, you could have a seat, we could talk things out. Yeah, I mean, that would be really fun. I could see that as a very, very eye-opening experience, buddy. Why don't you get back at me? Drop me a DM, unblock me, drop me a DM. I'll set out some party favors. We could have a good old time together. One you'll never forget. But yeah, I'm not getting into a fight with some dude who looks like a dad that wants you to think he plays golf, even though he doesn't own a set of clubs, or whatever fucking look you're going for here. I don't know.
What a dick. I can't believe he did that to you.
To be clear, once again, what I did to Mr. Creepypasta was ask him not to use my stories for profit. What a dick. Can't believe I did that to him.
Oh, I don't care that much. It's just one of those things.
I don't care that much. I only care enough to talk about it nonstop in this call and consider illegal activity to get back at him. I don't really care that much.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing okay, and he's living with his 73-year-old mom.
Yeah.
For anyone who's wondering about that little tidbit, yeah, I'm an adult, grown-up person with an elderly parent. Funny how that works. Your parents get older as you get older, too. So yeah, I do actually take care of my wheelchair-bound mother, and thank you for being so classy as to make that into an insult. You're real top-shelf guys. You're the creme de la creme. Got news for you, too, guys. Your parents are going to get old, too. And you're going to end up probably taking care of them, unless you don't give a shit about your family. Which, I don't know, maybe. It seems like you guys are the type that would eat your young, so I can't put anything past you. But yeah, at this point I was going to make fun of Vincent Vena Cava's parents. But I can't do it. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Peter Lorre and Gomez Adams.
And some shithole in North Carolina.
Oh no, someone please save me from this shithole in North Carolina. I wish I lived somewhere cool like California with all the rest of the phony bastards like this guy.
And he's a miserable person. That's why he acts like that.
Yeah.
Said the guy who sounds like he's going to burst into tears at any moment. The fellow who said at the beginning of this call that he was feeling happy again now that he was subjugating someone else.
He doesn't really have that big of a platform. It's sort of like if a tree falls in the forest.
Fool me once. Shame on you. You fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Come on, dude. I know you, the supreme ultimate writer, can remember this simple idiom that children learn in preschool.
If a tree falls in the forest and there's nobody around, does it make a sound?
Hey, he did it! Okay, everybody give some claps to our special little man. To be fair, I should actually probably address this as if it were a logical, cogent point. The idea here is Slimebeast doesn't have a big enough audience. He doesn't have an audience as large as the Mr. Creepypasta. So what does his opinion matter? What does anything he says matter? What does the truth matter? It doesn't matter, because it's on a small platform with few people who will see it.
He's just, I guess it's good. It's good to have that I have somebody that hates me so much. It must mean something about where I'm at with my writing.
Yeah.
Or it just means that I don't like the fact you're a piece of shit who tried to copyright a word for his own gain and false flagged me and all my videos and multiple channels and all this shit because you threw a fucking hissy fit. To be honest, I've never read your work. I've heard some of it a little bit to try to get an idea of how you write. It seemed a lot like, Detective Zipwiki unzipped his lighter and smoked up a cig. Like that stupid fucking trash noir kind of crime shit that, kids in high school are doing, where it's like, his body parts moved like euphemism. His analogies made onomatopoeias again, it's not for me. It's not for me is what I'm saying. So, no, I don't hate you because of where you're at with your writing. No, I dislike you as a human being because you're a dishonest scumbag. That may be harder to take, but, there we go. I mean, if I wanted to be exactly where you're at, Vincent Vena Cava, all I would have to do is let MrCreepypasta read my stories in the first place. And I would have been where you are before you, and I would be the dude sitting in a Skype call with him, talking bullshit. But needless to say, that isn't for me. Vincent Vena Cava, I don't envy you. I decided not to be you. I gave up the idea of being where you are. Where you are is garbage to me. Where you are is like a personal hell for someone like me. You may enjoy it. All the benefits you get out of it. The momentary flash in the pan, fool's gold. But, yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. Envy you, jealous of you. I do everything I can at every point in my life not to be you.
No, that's the thing. He's dedicating a lot of his life to hating you right now.
Yeah, making a video about a trademark and then making a video about the flag on that trademark and then making a video about your dumbass response. Boy, that was like, I don't know what, maybe 2 whole hours of my life gone. Oh, I'll never get those back. Spending my whole life talking about you. Oh, yeah, that's sure been decades on end talking about you dumbasses. I mean, after this video is done and uploaded and the Google document is finished and released, I'm pretty much not going to have anything more to say about you guys until the next dumb thing you do pops up. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. There's nobody who would like to be done with you guys more than me, but it ain't gonna happen because people keep coming to me. They're like, you're the guy that MrCreepypasta and Vincent Vena Cava are afraid of. Please, take a look at what I want to say because I don't think I can say it alone. And, yeah, I don't know. I maybe I'm done with them after this whole thing is over. Maybe not. We'll see.
I think he's somewhat jealous.
Okay.
Because I'm here and I'm actually still writing stories and not just doing Let's Play gaming.
Yeah.
A couple points here. First of all, I've written several hundred fucking stories. An embarrassing amount of stories. You can find them on my website. I mean, I don't think Vincent Vena Cava checked into this, of course. Because, I mean, why look into any claims he's making? Why not just make the claims? Why not just lie? But yeah, at the time of this recording even, I think I was probably in full swing, just churning out these puppies. Like, just for no reason, for no gain, no nothing. Just making story after story after story after story to an insane degree. And another interesting thing here, the fact that I started my Let's Play channel the same time I started the Slime Beast channel. I've been doing that for the same number of years. I mean, this idea, it's a funny thing because, first of all, people like Vincent Vena Cava, I've seen people say this before where they act like they're owed me writing stories. They're like, what, you stopped writing stories? Like, fuck you, I'll do what I want. Secondly, it's funny because, just the idea that I can start a channel where I play games at the same time I start the channel where I have my Slime Beast content up, and he's going to represent it as, he stopped writing stories and started playing games. It's just ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. And especially coming from the fact that MrCreepypasta and all these people all try to do Let's Play videos. They all try to get popular with the Let's Play videos because I think they, don't really want to be doing creepypasta. But that's what gets the views, so that's what they keep doing. Go through any popular creepypasta narrator who's been around for a long time, or even creepypasta reviewers, the big ones who have been around a long time. You'll find Let's Play videos in their video history. But yeah, when I do it, it's pathetic.
No, he hasn't written anything good in years, man.
Yeah, not like you'd fucking know. It bothers me that these two guys are lying to each other. Again, as I said in the beginning of this video, it's interesting to hear all these lies they're telling to each other. Because neither of these fuckers have read anything I've written since the goddamn beginning. Neither of them have read any of that shit since MrCreepypasta first recorded those videos. I mean, come on. He hasn't written anything good in years. Why, yes, and he stopped writing to do Let's Play videos. Neither of you have looked into anything I've been doing. Let's be honest. And to be honest, I'm glad they haven't, because I don't want them around. I don't want their greasy eyeballs on my words, you know what I'm saying?
I'm aware. Yeah, he sucks. He's a bad writer. I mean, he's not terrible. He's not good. He shouldn't be published.
Said the guy who self-publishes. I mean, honestly, he shouldn't be published. You're publishing your own books on Amazon. I mean, it's more power to you. More people should do it. More people should take that leap and put their own books out. But if you're gonna self-publish and put your own books out, who the fuck are you to talk about somebody should or shouldn't be published? You're not published. You're just putting your own stuff out. Your editor is you. Your publishing company is you. Nobody's accepting your work. I mean, maybe Vincent Vena Cava is in some anthology books that I don't know about that are published by an actual legitimate publishing company. That's entirely possible. But, whatever. You're self-publishing your shit, and talking like that is some kind of astounding feat. Like, I don't think Slime Beast is good enough to be published. Plus, guess what, motherfucker? I've been published twice by actual, real, legitimate comic book companies. I didn't, start my own comic on fucking Amazon and then go around telling other people they aren't good enough to be published. I got shit done legit. I would like to self-publish things, but when I do, I'm not going to come down on other people and be like, you're not fit to be published.
It's just the only reason those stories were popular is because they were about Disney.
Yeah, tell me more about how Funny Mouth, Lost Episodes, Whimsywood, After People, I Hate You, and so on are all popular because of Disney. Tell me about how all those stories who don't have Disney in them are popular because of Disney. You gigantic, geeky-looking...
Well, he won't be in the official or unofficial creepypasta book from Adam's meeting.
Oh no! Oh no! He won't be in the official, unofficial creepypasta book that some random person is doing. Oh no! Oh, cruel fate! Oh, hateful barbs in my heart! Oh no! It's time to hang it up. It's time to never write again. It's time to go live in a fucking shoebox in a lake. Because I, the pathetic, meager slime beast, will never appear in whatever the fuck that shit was that this dillhole was talking about. Oh, God. I know, Kitty, it's fucking terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to see me like this, Kitty. Yes, this is my lowest point ever. This is the lowest point in my life, baby. Yeah. Yeah, it's the lowest point in my life, Kitty. Yeah. Alright.
Good. Yeah, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit, honestly.
Alright, that's the end of the video. This has gone on long enough. I'm a piece of shit. My name's Slime Beast. I'll never be anything in life. All my stories that you guys like, you don't actually like them. None of you have ever heard of me. You're all pissants. We're all just pieces of shit. And I'm not sure what else to say. I'm kind of tired of making this video now. I've been through everything. I've pointed out the bullshit. I've done more than my fair share of ridicule. So really, I don't know what else there is to say about this. Look forward to the Channel Awesome style document coming forward soon, hopefully. Still talking with people. There actually, if you can believe it, there are still people coming forward to contribute to it. So every time I'm working to try to get everybody to get done. And then more people show up, and then those people have to get started, and it's just crazy. I don't know. At some point, I'm gonna have to call it and just say, okay, here's the cutoff point. But yeah, look forward to that coming soon. Assume that MrCreepypasta and Vincent Vena Cava are going to handle all of this stuff like, oh, you know, this is leaked private information. It's not private. It's from a podcast that they sent to somebody else to edit. It's not a private call. It's actually data for a podcast. These are the outtakes, the bloopers, the edited out moments. Not a private call. That excuse is a lie if they use it. They'll probably say, oh, it's from 2 years ago. It's old news. Guess what? 2 years ago doesn't make it right to abuse YouTube systems and to talk about, you know, illegal shit that you're doing. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to say about this. Just expect, you know, most likely neither of them will actually say anything at all. They'll just hope for it to blow over. But yeah, I guess the usual thing applies. Download this video, mirror it if it goes down. It's probably going to get false flagged. Whatever. My name is Slime Beast. Stay tuned for more bullshit.